Hey guys, this is another video of my DIY improvements around the house. This time at the back of the lot, we decided to build a little shed structure with unknown purpose at the time. Even though at the back of my mind, I pretty much knew it would end up being storage. We kept talking about possible sauna or support building for future outdoor pizza area. It all started as a single building, and during the build we decided to add a little sitting deck, pizza oven, and ultimately a hot tub. We also made the old planter part of the project as well as some adjacent landscaping. This area used to be our garden with raised planter and some space on the ground for planting. So we just scraped and leveled everything, but I kept the raised bed to still be able to have a little vegetable garden in the future. For foundation, I used a couple of concrete foundation blocks that I set in holes filled with gravel and making sure everything is level, and then spread landscaping fabric under the shed footprint. I framed floor platform using treated lumber and used OSB boards as my subfloor. This gave me a level work area to frame all my walls. The wall framing was pretty quick as they could all be framed as single piece. I framed window opening in north wall where I was expecting future sitting deck and pizza area. I found used sliding window on Craigslist and made sure my opening would accommodate the window. Front wall would be a bit trickier as I wanted to have fairly large opening for barn door, and I left about 30 inches space from the north wall so I could install full width counter inside in the future. I braced everything, making sure the walls are plump and square. Then I went ahead and installed rim boards. I just used regular lumber here as I was also planning to use lumber for my roof joists. Since the roof would be low slope, I had to rip slope to the top of each joist as well as side rim boards to provide positive drainage to gather in the back. I installed OSB decking on the roof and covered with tarp in case it would rain. I wrapped the entire structure in Tyvek and was ready to make decision on siding. I was mainly deciding between burnt cedar planks, also known as Shou Sugi Ban, versus board siding with cedar plank look. In the end, I decided to go with real wood on most exposed sides, front and north side, and use painted board siding on the south side and back, which are less visible. You can see here my test samples and detailed view of charred cedar siding. On the floor we installed single sheet of sheet vinyl flooring, and I still had some wood siding scraps left from the garage project, so I used those around the window above where the future counter will be. On this image you can see our window installed and also had roof membrane glued down to the roof sheeting at this time. Then we started getting boards ready for siding. I'm using standard propane torch to char the face of the wood until it forms into crocodile skin look. The boards are your basic 6-inch wide cedar fence boards from Home Depot. I had my daughter helping me spray the wood with water in case it would caught on fire too much. The siding would be installed as rain screen over horizontal treated 1x battens. I did space the battens off of the wall with EPDM spacer to allow for drainage. Then I screwed down siding boards alternating butt joints. And here's the finished box with all the wood siding applied. Next, it was time for barn door. I fabricated the frame from the wood and test fitted with the barn door hardware I got from Amazon. Once I made sure the door fit is good, I permanently mounted the hardware, painted frame black, and installed siding boards over the frame as well. I should also mention that we treated all the siding boards with clear exterior grade finish. I then installed black cap flashing to give the shed a finished look. I had a bunch of cutoffs from cedar boards left, so I decided to give my raised garden an upgrade as well. At this time, I also started working on adjacent deck. I don't have many progress images, but it's just your standard deck framing. I set the deck on the blocks, similar to what I did for shed. I installed finished decking and step light, and also decided to add a ramp from my lawn towards the shed door so I could easily wheel my lawnmower there. On the south side, I installed this outdoor shower in case we ever transformed the shed to sauna, but also to shower when using hot tub we were planning to get. The shower hooks to the hose and will be off during the winter. Then I started working on the place for hot tub, making sure it's compact and level. We were able to get this marquee tub through Craigslist super cheap. It was in working condition, but required some love. The wood frame was rotting at the bottom, so I had to replace it with new treated boards. Some of the jets were broken, but we were able to find replacements online. I also stripped wood siding and refinished with black stain to mimic the look of the shed. My daughter really enjoyed the staining process, obviously. I think it came out really good. The tub came with the cover, but it was waterlogged and heavy. My wife was barely able to lift it. I put it in the trash and created this insulated rolling mat to cover the hot tub. Then I could finally work on my pizza oven. This is fitball method you can find on internet. It is not your greatest looking oven. I still need to finish the exterior, but it sure does very tasty pizzas. Then we could finally call this project finished and enjoy our summer. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please give me a like and subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I will be happy to respond.